Alright everybody, what's going on? Chili Games back again with another video, this time featuring the brand new Z-35, the Tier 6 German Premium DD. Checking it out, and what I see next to me is flipping Mulan back here in the Chinese New Year. That was quite funny. I actually did do that reaction. I was like, are you serious? What is this? I was just checking out a beautiful new ship. And there's just this neon spotlight saying, please shoot me behind me. So, as a first impressions video, this isn't going to be too much, but this was a game that I could not feature. There's a lot of talking points in this, and there's a lot of things specifically for DD play that are just really important to nail down. And if you'll notice, I'll talk over the Z-35 a little bit. The Z-35 is pretty outstanding, I would say. It beats the Moss out on a lot of things. Basically, the only thing that the Moss has over the Z-35 is going to be its speed boost. That is the only thing that's lacking from this ship. Z-35 also gets 1/4 pin on its guns, which means that it can pin 31 millimeters of armor. It technically pins 32, but for the penetration calculations, you have to pin the armor value +1 to actually pin it. So you pin 32, but it's not +1, so you pin 31. I'm sorry for making that very confusing to those who don't know it. 3.5 second reload, going with the standard Bay build here. 9-kilometer stock torpedoes. Range, that is, and pretty standard overall in terms of everything else. You will realize that this is a carrier game. I narrowly get detected there. And this is kind of something that you kind of have to get used to, especially if you are in a carrier game, is that if rushing into the cap circles when you do have a carrier in the game is usually just a big target saying, hey, I'm a destroyer, I'm here, please spot me. So you're gonna see me go back and forth in the next minute or two and being like, hey, like I wanna push into this cap. I wanna do my role as a DD, but I just actually can't with this carrier harassing us. So we look down towards the A cap and we see a friendly Mayhem at the time going right next to the cap circle. And I keep noticing it. I'm just like, whoa, what is going on? What is going on? Like it's so frustrating to see, you know, because not only because it hurts your chances of winning the game, but it's just XP and it's credits, it's ship XP that's just begging to be taken. If you want to get better at destroyers, if you want to grind the ships faster, if you want to get better results, you want to get more credits per game, in a destroyer like that, capping circles is a easy way to get XP for that. So it's, you know, when he's blowing by there, you know, not even attempting to go through it, the carrier's not even over there. We do get spotted from the carrier, so we do take a shot here and we try to avoid getting beached here, but we do beach. So yeah, that's big mistake number one, is the Mayhem going straight past the A cap circle, which is the easiest points you can ask for in a DD. And you will notice in the next couple seconds that he will not be doing too well, and that is the enemy Vaquelin down there. And Vaquelin is not a ship that you really want to encounter, and the Mayhem actually goes down. So not only does he miss the cap, he misses the kill on the DD, so that was essentially just the absolute worst push you could do. And so since A cap over there is in front of nothing but a DD, our friendly battleship starts to turn towards us, which is already a very heavy flank. We have a lot of people in the same square over there, not a lot of angles, and the game isn't looking too good. We did actually capitalize on a battleship kill from our teammates, but here you see us trying to go in here. I'm trying to get close to the cap. I don't want to push in too far. I don't want to let them know that I am actually approaching the cap circle just yet. Just because if I do, the carrier is going to be flying across towards... You have to be aware of where your teammates are. A lot of carrier players are going to bypass destroyers and go for the battleships. However, flying over you will still get you spotted. So we launch some torps at the York here. I'm really hoping that, you know, with our, what is it, 5 battleships right here, the York is going to die. So I start backing into the cap circle, and this is something that is a really good tip to do in a destroyer. If you are at a heavily contested cap like this one is, backing into a cap circle ensures that you have the fastest escape method possible. And you'll notice here the York is getting very close. My detection is 4.9 with just Bay and oh, what is it? Swirsky, Bay and Swirsky. I'm sorry for that hiccup there. We do hit the York with torpedo and finish him off with the guns there. No one's really shooting at us, so we are spotted, but we're going to take this chance to kind of back in here. I want to get this cap circle so bad. Keeping my guns trained on that twist and track locked. We are somewhat sure that there's a DD there, so we're keeping, you know, making sure, and then we do notice that it switches over there. So the Mahan is definitely, I was thinking he was in this area, but he's actually on the other side of this mountain, and I kind of realized that in the next couple seconds here. So we're backing into the cap circle. It is a pretty contested area. There's a lot of ships that could shoot me if I was, you know, I'm obviously getting spotted by planes here. I'm holding on to this smoke screen. I don't want to use it just yet. You know, we're going to play it slow. The plane should die fairly quickly. I launched predictive torps towards the Mahan. I figured the Mahan would try and come in towards me to defend the cap. We are spotted. Kind of looking around, making sure, changing my direction. The Mahan misses. I hold my fire just because while I can shoot this Mahan, I don't actually have a lot of significant support that can actually shoot the Mahan back, and the enemy team seems to at least have better support or supporting fire potentially on me, so we hold fire. He's also shooting his guns and he's heading straight into a carrier that could spot him and like 5 battleships, so you know, at this point in time I'm like, man, I can't really waste too much time chasing this guy down. We need to get the caps. You can see that the Vaclin has moved into cap to A position, so we got to go contest him at B. Vaclin is going to come for our ships, even if he wants to torpedo our battleships. He's going to come through B, and if they get a B cap and end as well with the A cap, it's going to be a very bad time for us. So the Mahan isn't too big of a threat to our battleships because his torpedoes are pretty short range. We have a carrier out there as well. So I make the decision to go to B and hopefully at least contest it and kill the Vaclin here. It's going to be eventually heading that way. Trying to finish off the Bay here. I'm kind of fooling around with the guns here. I'm trying to see what they can do. It's a brand new ship. This is my third game playing it, so I'm still feeling it out. I'm going to play a little bit risky at times. I am spotted, but I've been spotted a handful of times in this game, and no one's really taken the chance to actually do something about it. And it is all battleships out here, so not too much that can actually deal with me here. And he does go down, which is nice. We're dodging some shells. The Miyoko is actually helping us out in the VCAP, however. He's just steaming through. You know, you kind of see this with maybe newer players. You're so focused, you're aimed in, you're not looking to your surroundings. And I didn't expect that he was going to actually just full steam ahead into those torps. I thought he was going to brake and maybe play a little bit slower in here. Vaclin is spotted, and I realize that this guy is actually not even attempting to shoot at him. He actually still has his guns turned towards the enemy battleships, and the Vaclin is also trying to kill him before he gets his guns turned around. So Mayoko was not aware that the cap was being contested. He runs straight out. I was shooting those torps in prediction that the Vaclin would come out and try to, you know, maybe catch those and run out, but he ends up dying pretty easily to the Vaclin. So again, paying attention to your surroundings, noticing if the cap is contested or not. And point number 3 here, the carrier. Carrier is super far back, which means it's going to take his planes so much longer to actually get into action, which effectively means that it probably takes him at least 2 minutes to actually fly across the map here. And you see what he's trying to do. He's trying to torp the enemy carrier with planes. So not only is he neglecting to try and spot the DD or at least damage some targets that are actually in a significant spot to do anything, he's super far back and he's attacking the absolute worst target you can do. So definitely do not target the carrier that far back. This kind of halfway point in the game. There's a lot more important targets to be going for. DDs, cruisers, battleships, definitely battleships in this game, and the Mayhem. So we're keeping our guns locked on this Vaclin here. You get a sense for the DPM. The 3.5-second reload is nice. However, these 128mm guns can feel quite anemic at sometimes, and this is kind of why I don't really like the T61 too much. Sometimes it feels like you can just hit DDs like 100 times, and you're just like, man, I'm not doing any kind of damage here. So, turn the Hydro on, making sure that the Vaclin did not have torps out at me, because I want to stay in this cap circle. The enemy carrier misses his strike on me, so we're just going to play it calm. We could smoke up here. I don't think I really need to. The carrier is cross-dropping me with bombs, which gives him a harder target to actually hit me. And we're just going to play it pretty slow here. We actually get the finishing kills on the planes there, so we're just kind of chilling. Notice that C-cap is being capped, so that has to be the Mayhem. The Mayhem's in C-cap. Again, I could be over there, yes, but you know, when there's so many points over here to be gotten and to secure the win, I feel like B cap and A cap are the most important. Also, the Mayhem really isn't that dangerous towards battleships, especially when he's been shown to kind of just go out in the open, get spotted, and start shooting his guns like he's doing now. When a Mayhem is like that and he's out in the open and he's spotted, his guns are not going to do that much damage to battleships. So the way I'm looking at it right now is the Mayhem is just giving away any amount of HP that he loses. We have a Nuremberg over there who isn't in the best spot, but we also have a carrier that, you know, could be going that way, and it looks like he's going that way now. So carrier is finally spotting him, and he turns away. Oh man, you see what I'm saying? You know, it's just kind of, this is definitely not a superb game, you know, for the Z-35 to show off its strengths or anything, but I could not let this go, because I was like, there is so many things wrong in this game that is kind of really plaguing the game right now, especially with DDs, prioritizing what you need to do, and, you know, it's just, it is tough sometimes. So I feel like I'm going to try my hardest to at least make a note, or at least try to bring games more like this to at least give people who maybe not know a better idea of what your role is for a DD. And we are super far away. The non-speed boost here is going to hurt us here, because it's going to take us a long while to get back. However, we do have the ship advantage. We do have the cap advantage. The Mayhem is off of C. Once we get this triple cap, even if we lose a couple ships, we're going to be in a really good spot to hold these caps anyways, and the points are going to move up so fast that I don't think it's going to worry, or I don't think it's going to matter too much. And yeah, this is the Z-35. Now, I have played, like I said, this is my third game in it. I do like it. You will notice how slow it is, and if you want to have it faster, when you can use the blue commander. I don't have her leveled up. I just don't really play German DDs often enough to really do that. And if I do play German DDs, I'm running Bay with Twist and Track for ranked, so I just don't really see the point in me leveling up blue. But you can, I believe, get to 39, 40 knots if it's maxed out for the blue commander on this ship, so that can at least help it in the speed department a little bit. Now, my next move is, I was kind of just surveying the field and seeing if that Mayhem was going to pop back up, but we do have Twist and Track pointing out this way as well. So I really don't think it's the battleship that's like 15 kilometers away. I'm kind of just watching things go down here. I'm checking the health of my teammates, and we're doing really good over there. They're in no danger of actually getting stealth torpedoed because it is a Mayhem. I see this Twist and Track move pretty quickly, so I do notice there has to be something quicker than that battleship out here. And we actually spot the Mayhem with, I believe it's 6.3 detection. So he was definitely running mortar, or just an absolutely terrible commander. So even with the carrier circling us, if we can kill the Mayhem, this game is in the bag. Not sure why he was even back here all the way. Again, just a very weird game. A very weird game. Throw off the carrier planes too. We slow down. We go from full speed to brake, and then we dodge his torpedoes. We're in no danger there. And with about 40 seconds left in the game, that is going to be about it. Finishing it off with 35,000 damage, 3 kills, 3 capture circles, and that's really going to come into play here once we see the results. if you truly want to get better at DDs and you really want to get better scores and you want to move up the tech tree faster, capturing bases, especially in things like a Mayhem, a German crew or German DD, things that are very good at contesting caps and actually dealing with the other DDs. This is your best source of income. This is your best source of XP and base XP. So it's really not about the damage, especially in these mid-tier destroyers, especially ones that are geared towards guns. And that is going to be it for the video, guys. I know I'm going to have a better impressions video of the Z-35 itself. But yeah, this was just a game I couldn't pass up. 35,000 damage, 3 caps, top of the team, 2,600 base XP. That's really all it is with DDs. All it really is focusing on the cap circles, especially in domination, and killing DDs and spotting when necessary. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll let y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good one. Peace.